Drover, what did you do? My God, man, you're a beast. He's just surrounded by feathers as I come through the bush. What did you do? No, it's not actually him. But something ate something here. You look hot. Did you want me to wait till we get to the top and then I can dump my canteen out for you? I might eat the dog today. Survival video. How to get moisture from a dog carcass. That's not okay. He's walking away from me now. Drover, come back, man. It's cool. So what the area that is most latent with the gems looks like at this time of year. So I'm going to try and focus down in here, but anywhere out here. And the reason why I'm focusing down in here is because there's no plant life, and if you're coming here for diamonds, it's also one of the good spots to collect the little ones. Yeah, right on cue. And the bigger ones. So that one's kind of fly. Stop. I'm the only wet thing around, so the flies and the dog are looking at me like a turkey bone. Stop panting on me. That one's kind of fractured, but still really cool and pretty. But you can see that there's lots of little ones in this creek. So, but I thought we'd sift through this stuff today and look for the more colorful gems, because a lot of these are tiny little pretty specimens. They have the biggest facets on them. They end up being the prettiest because they have the most sides, and they're the clearest too. Yeah, and it's just 3 little screens that click together with different size meshes in it, and you know, a smaller version of larger classifiers, but we're going to go through these pockets and find some gems. So really the point of this type of classification, instead of just removing large stones to you know, have uniform stuff go down the sluice, we are using it to make it easier to search through visually. You can see it's kind of hard just to look into a pocket like that and see the gems. I mean, you can. I found my biggest one here sitting on top of the moss, breaking all the rules. But anyways, the point of classification, not sidetracking, is that it's going to make each level be way less for us to look through. So we're going to go ahead and dump that in there. And we're going to shake this. So the biggest stuff is going to be on the top level, the next size smaller on the bottom level, and on down. I'm only using 3 layers of this out here today because I don't need to look for super small or anything bigger than this. I could probably spot it. So I'm actually going to shake this enough for some of these bigger top guys to fly off here. And this is kind of like any big screen. Is there a nugget in there? I mean, we can look through it. It makes it way less to look through because all the littler stones aren't mixed in. So you can visually actually see everything in there. That guy looks a little different, but he's pretty like rose quartz or something. So then we take that layer off. Sure, there's nothing in there. I'm throwing it up in the grass. It can get back. Now we're down to the next layer. Instead of having all the bigs and littles below it mixed with it, it's just the stuff on this layer, which we can also look through. Now this is the layer that I'm most hopeful for. I'm hoping, see the diamonds in there? I'm going to pick out the prettiest as I go along. You know, but I don't see any in that level. So I'm going to make a little pile of those there that we'll go through. And here's the bottom level. So instead of having all the fine dust that has shook out of here, and all the other 2 layers mixed in, you just have this stuff. And this is the layer that I've been finding them at. So I see hemotites and magnetites and little black garnets already. So that's a good thing. We just want translucence. So anyways, that's the point of it. You can see how little material there is to go through on each level. So that means that you can visually inspect it. And if you have a fish tank, I mean, that would be some cool looking fish tank sand, right? So, or you can make a little jewelry out of these. These are the most sought after practice semi-precious gemstone for lapidaries, these California diamonds, because there are 7 on the Mohs scale of hardness. So, and very facettable and refractive and all that. I think the stuff that is this fine that I'm getting out of this bottom tray, I'm going to go ahead and bring home, and we'll look through a little more carefully, just in case there's a dusty one in here or something. So we'll rinse them. So I brought my little stuff bag made out of an old pants leg. That's my man purse or whatever you want to call them. So I just make them little drawstring creatures. That's what I do when I, the other half of a pair of cutoffs, you know. Fold the top over, put a little string through there. So there'll be my concentrates bag. We'll fill that puppy up and go look through it. Collecting some of these finer ones here. Really round, clear ones with a bunch of natural facets to them. They could just be jewelry on their own. And I'm making a little pile of everything that I'm not taking with me there right off the main channel. So when the water's high, I can just wash it back in here. And any big stones we'll toss back down the hole. But until then, we're just moving and shaking. Moving and shaking. Okay, I know these are small, but there are first 2 actual other colored gemstones that I can see out of here. They're all going to be called other colored gemstones at this point. But can you see the light coming through them? So you never know. Maybe you heat treat them and they turn into some sort of sapphire. Who knows? But I bought a little vial for those, and those actually popped out visually. So maybe we're getting down to the zone. More. Here they are with a little bit of light on them. I don't know how well that's picking up, but it's a start. Heavy little things. Really exciting. See that orange and then see the blue next to it? And the blue is really the showstopper up here. I found some that's even more translucent, and there just isn't a whole lot of non-precious blue in the world. Plus this one fluoresces. So I'll show you that later in the dark. Or try to show you, but these turn pink under a black light, or a ultraviolet light I mean. And so there's only a few things that they could be, and they're all really precious. It's really exciting for me. I'm so glad to have you guys with me. But look, see these little, what am I having you look at here? See these little gem deposits? You see all the colors showing up in there? And then, oh, what's that? I was going to show you something else. Oh, that's not it. There. See that? No, because it got fuzzy, Nate. There. That is one of these elusive little green boogers that we've come from. You came from a green booger. Now, came for, I see, all little layers of different stuff in here. So, found a heavy spot under these gravels. And I'm seeing gems. So now, and I don't mean just the diamonds, which are pretty in their own, and I don't mean to just paw past them. I sought for them for years and years, and they only occur here. But now it's even better. Let's put that in the water and see what it looks like. Here's what we got so far. There's that bigger green one. So this one's a little cloudy, but you can see it's got, oh, I don't know, fibers to it, like an emeraldy thing or something. There's a smaller one, maybe peridot, or I don't know. And those are probably garnets, see little natural facets on them. But they might also be some sort of orange sapphire-y thing. So remember that we're on a site, as the first one that I've ever heard of coming up with any other color out of here at kind of a secret location already. And yeah, you're witnessing it. So If anybody finds any more up here, let me know, just out of curiosity, so we can keep track of what's coming out of the ground. There's another small little blue piece. See it there? And I found some bigger green ones, but they're kind of milky as opposed to some of the others. So, but we're still getting down there. I'm really excited to find these little blue guys. Trust me on that one, I'll show you. Okay, so here's my next little batch that came out. You can see one of the green stones, darker and clearer. And then some more of the different colors of oranges and pinks. And that dark one is almost too dark to see through, like a dark red ruby or something. So, there's a whole creek here. There could be 10-carat rubies and emeralds up here. I never know. Here's our little stash so far for the day. Not bad, you can see it's underlit, that dark one coming through. Ooh, there's some sunlight. Oh, too bright for me eyes. So, it's what we're hunting. Not bad, huh? Trevor says it's hot, dude. Got a little mine, looks like, so one little thing here. Working this dish, got our little bag of concentrates. I'm sure more will show up once we get home and get them wet. Classifiers. Little Zoets, got that from the Pioneer Shop in Auburn also. It's a horse cleaning tool, I believe, is what somebody told me, for hoofs. But yeah, nothing more durable. Got a little hand selection of diamonds out there. There are 2, maybe even 3. See a littler one that I zoomed in. Side by side here. Let me see if I can not push it in with my big dumb fingers. There's one. There's the other. Where was that third? Don't lose it. We're going to sift through it and take it home anyways. It's okay. I'll take this down to the dirt. Let me see how these look in the sunlight. Oh yeah. Nice. Nice. Very good. I like it. That'll work. You were with me. Okay. This just came out of the ground. It's the green that we're after. Man, there's a lot up here. So this field has green, it has blue, it has red, it has clear. Awesome. Man, these are coming out of the dirt at the bottom of this whole deal. So you could just dig and dig and dig off through the mountain. I'm just trying to get it swept down so I know I got at least this today before we have to go back. Battery's on its end here, so I'll try and process a whole bunch and then we'll go through the rest at home. Throwing everything interesting in our bags. I just realized I'll put the bottom dish on here. It saves the dust and we'll pan it out and see if there's any gold in this creek because it's so small. I bet you they never checked. So, but yeah, look at that. That's a gemmy. There's a good little crystal, just a regular diamond. Our collection. The bigger ones there. See a couple more, but I'm gonna let them be in there. Look real careful, because I don't want to miss a dirty green one or something. Okay. Like that in this other little hole here. Turn the screen upside down. I blow it off while I'm gone. So all organic chaff and stuff comes out of it. And we're in that good layer. A bunch of these really black, shiny blue. I don't know if they're lava, hematite, magnetite. We'll figure that part out. Bringing them home when I find them. We'll look at them closer. We'll do this under a microscope and do our final clean out when we got water on all this. When I see a load that has a bunch of dark stuff and it's bigger, I've been just kind of roughly flinging off the light and then throwing that in the bag here and there too. So it will be a little bit bigger. And shake it some more. Off that screen, flip it upside down on top of the other one. Right down to about that. I'm blowing it off as I go. Blows off any organic material, chaff, seeds, and dirt, dust that's super light. Yeah, pouring that in my hand. I'm looking through it for obvious good ones. I have very little left in there. I just look on the screen where it's all flat. Maybe next time I'll bring a surface, but since I'm going home with it, it doesn't matter much anyways. And then putting that in the bag, taking off this layer. There's a little keeper tray under here for your fine, super fine material. So I'm giving that the drop and blow like you would do with seeds. So as I drop it, I blow. That way I won't have a bag of grass seeds, just a dusty camera. And I'm taking that and putting it in my empty canteen because I gave the dog all the water. So if I get a little crazy sounding out here, it's because the dog ate the water. Dog's okay. We're just a little hot. Here's a nice one, huh? Just shining right up. I love that. Yeah. Yes. And a good little pocket of them here. I'm trying to save the battery, so I'm not showing you everything. I've been working for a couple more hours here, but this just came eyeballing at the top of my sifter before I even shook it just now. And see if I can get the light on it. See that? That's a good green. It's a pretty one too. Liking it. If you guys know what these are, they're peridot, right? I don't know. If you have any further ideas, let me know. Green garnet. Something else, emerald. I'll try and have them checked out myself. But I am willing to take all the comments that I can get. Here's a view of our treasures so far. Look at that. Some of those are really, really big and clear. So, it's a shot of a vial with dirty water in it now. I don't know how well that's picking up. And that last one. We'll pop that in there. Here's the site. I've made my tailings. Just been working on this one thing. Ow, this is my knees popping. Filled up my canteen with dust that we will take home and pan out and see if there's any gold in it. And this is our bag of everything that we'll look through with water. I'm thinking that I'm going to make another video out of that And I got some plexiglass. I want to make a light table, make it easier to look for gems. Just an idea, so I'm going to try that. So this video will probably be done when we're done hunting in the creek, and then I'll post a follow-up one when I'm done building all that and showing you how I built it and everything, and try and keep these short and sweet. So thank you for looking with me. We're just going to keep going, processing, and yeah, I'll show you the rest next time. So subscribe. Well, I feel like we earned this spot. Stayed here until we hit, not the bottom, that could be dug up, or we could let the water swirl through here and wash the dirt away and leave us our next layer, which we might do because there's other spots for other days above this, and if it works, and sometimes I don't know if it's coming out of here sideways or whatever, but got that much material in the bag. Got a big old poofer. Uh-oh, there's the battery signal. I see red and green and of course white shining at me from in here, so that'll be good. We're gonna go home, show you all this a little bit closer up. Got our sand, we can pan that out, and gotta kind of restore this creek a little bit. You can see we took it all the way down. Get you a view of it here. There. And yeah, just gonna put some bigger cobble back in to catch the little stuff for us again. Don't want to leave it naked or it could just end up blown out like that down there. But we will take all this back. We'll take all this back and we'll pan it out, and a little hot where we're at, and we'll see what we find. What else we find, and I'll show you. Let's see, do I have the little bottle? Uh-oh, what'd we do with our little bottle? See, you start getting tired late in the day, and yeah, goodies. So there should be a whole bunch more, and we got to beat feet because it's a couple miles back down. But thank you for joining me, and if I don't see you out there, have a good one, be safe, and keep questing for the details. Go over, Cam.